Welcome back everyone to my Animal Crossing New Horizons series. This is day 4. Last episode we finally got our house as well as Blather's tent. We also discussed the possibility of having a shop on our island, which was pretty cool. But we do have to donate quite a few items to get that going. Now we also have to go ahead and donate some creatures to the museum so that we'll have it ready as well. Definitely I have quite a few things to do today, so let's get going. While doing my daily task, I was actually able to find a message bottle. This is pretty cool. It also gives us a free DIY recipe every single day, which I really like. I'm hoping it's a recipe that we really don't know yet. It's a wooden table mirror, which by the way I think is pretty cool. I don't really have a mirror in my house, and definitely it is quite helpful to change your appearance if you have it. Talking to Flo right here, as usual, she is not inside her house, which is pretty sad. I actually wanted to see the interior of Flo's house. Hopefully one of these days we do kind of get a chance to check it out. She also gives us a shovel, which is very helpful. Definitely our first time getting an item that is not a flimsy shovel, which I'm really happy. We also have Gulliver here. He belongs to the category of the extra kind of special visitors that appear on the island. And you'll be able to get an item by talking to them and providing them the item that they need. In this case, Gulliver actually asks us to find around 5 of the communication paths. These will be hidden on the shore and you'll be able to easily dig them up using your shovel or flimsy shovel. In my case, I do have to do that right here because he will give us a special item. Not right now, but tomorrow in our mail, which I think is pretty cool. But we do have to wait for a day to kind of get it. Let me go ahead and find it for him, of course. It's pretty easy to find these items. If you have played this game before, you probably know this. All you have to do is wait for a water to kind of spray out from the shore, and that's where you do have to go ahead and dig up. In my case, I was able to find one. Sometimes you might dig up Manila clam or 2, but don't worry, you'll be able to find all the 5 of them around here. I think this is one of the fun things to do in this game. There are different other special characters you can actually have on a daily basis. It's gonna be quite random, but I think the most ones that I really like is one is Wisp and the other one is Leaf. I really like these 2 special characters and I think they're really cool. I'm hoping I'll be able to see both of them on my island pretty soon. Right here I did get distracted by this fish, but let me quickly dig up the rest of the communicative parts and I'll see you guys back right here. Just before I went back, I actually found a Manila clam and this actually gave me an idea for a DIY recipe. This will happen quite a lot of times for different fishes as well as some other trash items. So we will be able to get DIY recipe for those as well. But going back, I'm just gonna give up the communicators part back to him, and it's pretty cool. All I have to do next is just hope tomorrow I'll be able to get a card from Gulliver. Now that we have done this, I think the next thing for me to do would be continue my daily chores, that is just shaking up all of the trees, hitting the rocks and clearing up the island. I also will try to find Mac so I can actually go and talk to him. After all, I do have a goal of talking to all of my villagers every single day. But I will get some items so that I can actually sell and get some bells back so I can buy some items from Timmy. Well, talking about Timmy right here, I actually forgot to mention this, but I have been kind of hoarding up woods in my house. This is the softwood, hardwood and the normal wood that you get, as well as the iron shards to make sure that I'll be able to donate these for the purpose of getting the shop. But right here I just went ahead and sold out all the unnecessary items I had just to get some bells. But I think for the initial part of the game, the key would be just crafting all the items. My recommendation would be have multiple of each of the shovel, axe and the other items that you probably need on a daily basis. This will actually save up more time instead of just going and crafting it when you actually need it. At some point, I also have to buy the items in his inventory, which probably I'll do once I have enough bells. Let me quickly go back and check out my phone as well before I go out. Seems like we do have a task that's complete for seeing Gulliver in our island for the first time, which I think will be the same for the other special characters as well. But I'm really not sure on that. Hopefully, we do have tasks for those as well. I was able to find 2 more insects. I think one was a fish as well. So let me quickly donate them to Blathers right here. One is a wharf roach, which by the way I have never seen in real life, but I have only seen it here in Animal Crossing. If you guys have seen it in real life, let me know in the comment section. Second one is another fish. After donating it, I think we are down to 7 donations left for going ahead and getting our museum. Since we do have vaulting pole and shovel, I think finally we'll be able to find some fossils in my island, which I'll be able to bring back to Blathers right here, get it assessed and add it to the collection. Definitely I think that will reduce the number of items we do have to give. Now, after running around my complete island, finally able to cross both the rivers, I actually found quite a few places where I could actually place some of the future villager houses. I think some of them are gonna look pretty amazing. So pretty excited to get more villages in my island. I've also completed another one of the Nook Miles tasks, so let me quickly go ahead and get the Nook Miles for them. It seems like I still don't have enough bells to actually buy the furnitures that Timmy actually has. So I do have to go back and see what else I can do. After looking around, I figured that I forgot to actually hit the rocks. So we do have a rock every day, which will actually give you quite a few amount of bells, through which I was actually able to get some. Not only that, I still have quite a few items that I could actually sell. With them, I am able to get quite an amount of bells at the point which I can actually buy those furnitures. So let me talk to him back again. About building the shop, I have still been collecting the woods. I do have almost the amount of woods I need, but the issue is with the iron shards. I feel like those are not that easy to find. Maybe we can actually try using the Nook Mile ticket that was given to us by Tom and try to see if we're able to get it as well. I also forgot to check out the Nook stop right here, so let me quickly check it out. As usual, we have a lot of items that I do have to buy right here, but I don't really have that amount of Nook Miles to kind of spend on it. You know what, maybe around day 10 or day 15, I'll probably have enough Nook Miles to kind of buy some of these items. Alright, seems like we don't really have any of the seasonal items that I do want to buy other than this Resetti model right here. So I'm just going to buy it and leave the rest out. These items are going to be the same every single year. You'll be able to find them on that particular season. So if you have not bought these items last year, I think this year is the time for you to go ahead and buy these. I also need to buy a couple of these pipes because these are really helpful. I remember just placing them in the secret cove and it was so easier for me to access the secret cove itself rather than making my way to the end of the island. On the other hand, I'm actually running out of storage in my house. I just literally got the house and the storage is almost full. By tomorrow, I think I do have to complete the loan as well to kind of expand the house further, so I'll have more storage to kind of keep my items. While checking my phone, I actually saw that I completed a Nook Miles Plus task, so let me actually collect them. There we have it. I think the main goal for this episode would probably be getting a museum by the next one. So I do have to go ahead and donate around 15 creatures. and out of those 15 we just have 7 left. Now, since I did explore my island, at least the lower level of it, I was able to find 3 new fossils, and I think I'll be able to go ahead and submit this ones to Blather. I was really hoping I'll be able to create a ladder, but I think I don't really have its recipe yet. I do have to check that out once. I did see quite a few fossils in the other level, that is the first level, while running around, so probably I do have to get myself a ladder to kind of go ahead and get those fossils. On a daily basis, I have seen that you'll be able to find around 5 fossils, so it's pretty easy to go ahead and complete the fossil museum, especially if you are kind of playing this game on a daily basis. At least that's what I saw in my previous island. I mean, I played that game for around 2 to 3 months on a daily basis. I think I completed my fossil exhibition within 2 to 3 months. It's definitely pretty easy. And for those fossils that you have already donated, you can either give it to your villager, which would be pretty helpful when you're trying to kind of increase their friendship, or you can sell it for a really good amount. I usually prefer to sell it rather than giving it to my animals. I mean, I don't think a fossil would belong inside their house, so I don't really do that. Sometimes I do use a couple of fossils to kind of decorate the front of the museum, but mostly I just decide to go ahead and sell them. Now that we have donated 3 more of these fossils, only 4 more items are left. While talking to Mac, he actually gave me a gift, which is a mesh cap. I think that's pretty cool. The only other way to find this mesh cap would be either see it in Able Sisters or through Label, but I think this one's pretty cool, even though it does not really suit the outfit I have. Hopefully, we'll be able to find some really good clothes pretty soon. Once you have your shop, you'll be able to get the Able Sisters as well. But for now, I'll quickly go ahead and try to see if I can find some of these creatures to kind of donate to the museum. Looking around the other side of the river, I was able to get even more items. Apparently, I forgot to kind of shake the trees on this side, so I just went back. I think I'm almost there with the amount of wood that I actually have. I did have around 20 of them in my storage, so if I add these, I think I'll have around 30. I'm also actually waiting to get some of the other items, not the flimsy items, but the actual axe and shovel. This is because of the fact that I have way too many trees in my island and I just need to get rid of some of them. Sometimes if you have too many trees, it is very hectic to kind of go around and shake the trees each and every day. So I feel like I can definitely try to reduce the amount of them. Right here I'm selling some of the items that I didn't really need and definitely got a lot of bells. This is pretty good and a very easy way to get more bells at the beginning of the game. The more days I'm actually playing this game, the more excited I am to go ahead and move forward in the game itself. The main reason for this is to find more villages. I'm excited to see what kind of villages I might get to actually meet. At least for some more days, I'm not gonna go to the deserted island that you can actually go to using Nook Miles ticket, just because I want to see what kind of villages I will get without even trying. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be surprising, but I'm actually excited to see them. Hopefully in the future we'll have a campsite and get new villagers to come in as well. I'm also excited to see which villager is gonna leave my island for the first time. I am not sure if it's gonna be my starter villagers, because usually if you come with your starter villagers, they probably will be very friendly by now, at least by the day 15. So I'm not really sure who's gonna leave, but it's gonna be exciting as well. After playing this game for quite some time and creating a lot of axes and losing a lot of axes, I was able to get all of the 3 kinds of woods that are required for the shop. Here I am, and let me quickly talk to Timmy. I'm actually excited to go ahead and give him all of these items. Talking to him, we have an option to donate to the shop, and once you select it, you'll be able to go ahead and give out all of the items that are ready. In this case, I already have the softwood, wood and hardwood, 30 of each, and there we go. In return, we get a garbage bin. The folk shirt is pretty cool, and the dolly as well, but I'm not really sure about the garbage bin though. Maybe I'll get to keep it outside my house, which would look cool, I guess. But yeah, you do get some items for, helping them. And it's gonna be a bit random. In my case, I just got these 3 items. Let me go back to my house and place all of these items. To be honest, I was not expecting a garbage bin. It's one of those items I never used in this game. I mean, I did have it outside my house, but I never had to use it to kind of throw away my trash, which you can do. So I'm pretty surprised to actually see it. Let me remove the smoker which I had right outside my house, and I'll go ahead and place it inside. But for now, this garbage bin is just gonna be here. I think it suits. I mean, the color is brown and definitely it does suit my house. So it's pretty cool to see it there. The only other thing that's remaining for me to actually donate to Timmy is actually the iron shards, or I guess iron nuggets. I'm not really sure what they address it right here in the game, but that's actually remaining. I only have around 15 of them with me, and I think it's the only item that's a bit difficult to get. You can definitely wait for a day or two and try to get it from your island itself. Or if you do have more Nook miles, you can try and go to some of the deserted islands and try to get it from there. I think that is an easier way if you want to complete it within a day. But you are okay with waiting for a day or two, then definitely you'll be able to complete these tasks within 2 to 3 days. Right here, I quickly arrange the items in my house. I usually like to keep the items arranged in my house and not just dump everything to the storage. But there are quite a few items that I have received which I have particularly no use of. I don't really want to give that to the villagers either, considering the fact that they will actually keep those items in their house and it might not suit their house interior. Either way, I actually decided to go ahead and use up that Nook Miles ticket. The first one is gonna be a free ticket which you'll actually get from Tom Nook. This is mainly for helping him to construct the museum, which I think is pretty nice. Going ahead and talking to Orwell here, I think that's his name. I'm sorry if I did mispronounce it though. He does recognize that we do have a Nook Miles ticket, in which case I will be able to easily go ahead and just use it up. Of course, we have quite a few dialogue trees with him as well, which I wish they would actually reduce. But once again, it's one of those things that you have to go through each time you go to another deserted island. There you go. Seems like I have already selected. I already have all of my items. All I have to do is go ahead and select that we are ready. I'm also excited to see which island I get to see first. After all, we have a variety of islands that we can go to. Now, I've heard about this one thing. If you don't actually carry your ladder, apparently you go to islands that actually don't have any cliffs. Now, I'm not really sure about this, but right here I actually didn't have a ladder and I went to an island which does not require a ladder use, that is, there is no cliff. So I'm not really sure if this is actually true. Let me know in the comment section if you guys know about this one and if you have actually tried it as well. Alright, okay, who is that villager? I do not know. So I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and check out who that is. I also have a fossil right here, so I'll quickly go ahead and pick it up. Pretty cool. Now in each of these islands, as far as I've seen, you'll actually be able to find one furniture item So if you are just visiting an island to check out which villager that is, you can definitely go ahead, check out all the trees on that island to go ahead and get the furniture. At least I would recommend you guys do this for the beginning of the game. This island is also the very first time you'll be able to find a coconut tree if you haven't really yet visited a friend's island. In this case, I think this is the first time for my island, so I'll quickly go ahead and pick them up. After all, having coconut trees in the beach is gonna be looking pretty cool. You'll also sometimes find unique sea creatures or pond creatures in different islands. So definitely if you do visit an island, if you have enough time, I would definitely recommend going ahead and checking out the flora and fauna in this area. As for me, I'm just gonna shake the tree until I find the item, that is the furniture. Thankfully, even though I was quite far right here to catch the wasp, I was actually able to catch it. It would look really bad if I wasn't able to do that right there. Alright, a few more trees left, around 3 of them. And here we have our furniture. I think the only other thing to do in this island is to check out that villager. I don't know who that is. I'm not really sure. I don't remember that villager's name, so I definitely want to check it out. Now, I'm definitely not keen on inviting this villager to my island since I did say I wanted to check out who I do get. So I'm not gonna invite this villager, but I'm just gonna talk to him. Ooh, okay. Clay. Alright. I'm not sure if this one is actually having a mask on its face. The color is so similar to its face that I'm not sure if that's actually a mask or not. But either way, that is Clay right there. My main purpose of coming here was to actually get some items, and as you can see, I was able to get around 10 of the iron shards. But of course, I'm still not sure if that's actually enough. I do have to check out what I have in my storage before I can actually go ahead and donate this back to Timmy. Well, now that we have explored this island, let me make my way back to my island and see if we are able to finally go ahead and get a shop by tomorrow. Sadly, I actually don't have enough items to go ahead and donate it to Timmy, so I do have to push it to tomorrow. The same goes for my museum as well, so I am kind of stuck with this. Either way, I think it was pretty cool. We were almost able to complete the task. In the next episode, we'll pick it up from here, get a chance to complete the shop as well as the museum, and speed up our progress to go ahead and get to 3-star island as soon as possible. So thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. And if you'd like to support me more on a personal way, check out the links in my description. I'll see you guys in the next one.